Hello and welcome back to another episode of Paranormal Teach, where we explore all things haunted dolls. It would not be Fairy Week without playing on the dark side just a little bit, and there's no one better for that than the one and only Athénaïs. Athénaïs is a Dames Blanches entity. In French mythology or folklore, Dames Blanches, meaning literally white ladies, were female spirits or supernatural beings. They would be considered a type of darker energy, fae, or nymph, and in this particular case, quite mischievous and extremely active. The explorer Thomas Keatley of 1870 describes the Dames Blanches as a type of fae known in Normandy who are of a less benevolent character. They lurk in narrow places such as ravines, forests, and on bridges and try to attract passerby attention. They may require one to join in on their dance or assist them in order to pass, and if assisted, she makes him many courtesies and then vanishes. Anyone who refused was tormented by the lutins, cats, owls, and other creatures who helped her. Athénaïs has dominion over many night creatures, as is her birthright. She is very similar to a sylph or some sort of air elemental. Many of her kind are similar to light elves, but not Athénaïs. No, she is much closer to a dark elf. She's extremely bound to werewolves, bats, cryptids, and opossums. She's a skilled spellcrafter, an intense sorceress. She tends a poisoner's garden, and she knows how to use every plant and herb there is. Athénaïs is a bit of a man-hater. I mean, she will literally use them and abuse them. She will steal their energy and their belongings, and in certain cases in our house, quite a few guys have left screaming because she makes them sweat, pelts them with bugs, and all sorts of other things. She laughs at the tales of her kind, making men dance for them to cross bridges. She describes it as a much higher price that they made the men pay. After all, Dames Blanches are found all over the world under various names, and most of them are considered to be embittered women. Athénaïs has her own horrid history with powerful men, as her kind were often hunted by nobles as a means to catch and control certain animals and cryptids. It was believed in medieval times that a Dame Blanche, if caught, could control werewolves, and they could be used in wars. Well, part of that was true. They can control werewolves, but would never be a part of a rich man's war. These night creatures are more like the familiars of the Dame Blanche. Athénaïs has eyes that can see through to a person's true heart and soul. She is endowed with certain powerful abilities like dreamwalking, divination, alchemy, astrology, and numerology. Shapeshifting is a big part of who she is. They go from one form of energy to another. She often shows up as bugs in our house. I find bugs all over the place, especially spiders, and whenever she wants to communicate with me, she is sure to crawl up my leg as a spider, no matter where I am, whether that be in the house or out. She has a magical voice. It's pretty hypnotic, and it can be heard on the wind at night and in our dreams. Athénaïs's powerhouse aura radiates outward from her vessel like light beams headed right for you. It is as if she is using sound waves or vibration to push out into the world. Her energy is so magical, just like a regular fae, but also can be very intense and otherworldly, almost like a goddess. She's a strange and interesting creature of the night, that's for sure. Her connections with cryptids are something that we love most about her. You can ask her anything about absolutely any animal, and she is also a protector of animals. Athénaïs is interesting because while she hates men most of the time, she also loves interacting with them, basically for her own entertainment. So we have to be careful with who we allow her to interact with, because we have to always know that there's going to be some twist on it. There's always a little bit of manipulation where she's very kind and pleasant, but there's an edge to it where you know what she's asking you to do is for a reason, and that reason may not always be good. She asks for a lot of things like dances. She puts the heat on you, will make you sweat through your clothes just to laugh at you scream about it, and so we do have to be cautious about who we expose her to and how. Despite her quirks, Athénaïs is truly amazing to work with. She really appreciates being included in rituals. She is very easy to speak to and powerful to work with. During new moons, she can become very intense, and the whole house fills with ethereal electricity, kinetic energy that is very hard to describe. We get a ton of orbs with her, weird light anomalies, and things like that. She does really well with any communication tool we offer her, and her dreams are indescribable. very medieval and otherworldly. We have had the coolest conversations with her about all different creatures. She has been able to tell us about what kind of mythical creatures are real, what's not, and kind of how they engage with the world, and that has been fascinating to learn from her. Honestly, Athénaïs is the biggest wild card in our house. We really never know what we're going to get or what she's going to do to somebody to get a reaction, but we get such a kick out of her, and we really enjoy learning from her. Thank you so much for taking the time to get to know her. Please subscribe for more haunted doll stories, and we will see you next time.